EA Sports, within the game.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway in Foxborough. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. And look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is, where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was the part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 18-yard line. Zappi and the Patriots come up here, 1st and 10. At their own 17-yard line. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Back to Stevenson on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Zappi. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Oh, now a running play here with Smith. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Zappi off play action. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And caught by Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Zappy now on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Zappy back to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Play fake, and now here's Zappy. He's going to look downfield for Henry, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's brought down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Zappi looks to throw it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
That's a lesson right there, never giving up on a play, because that was a near catastrophe. He lost the football down near the goal line, but was able to keep an eye on it the whole way and fall on it for a touchdown.
Nick Folk for the point after. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And some room to work. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Lawrence on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. That caught by Manhertz. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Lawrence going to throw again. There's Manhertz, the tight end. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
61, JAX right.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Arnold. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway.
Taking it about the 1.
Marcus Jones on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7.
Lawrence. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
First and 10, Zappi.
Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Jaguars' 4-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Ramondre Stevenson
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Patriots take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. They're going to run it with Harris. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your...
Oh, that's the third interception for Lawrence.
Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Here's Lawrence.
Open man right side is Ingram.
On the move past the 40.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He came through with a nice pass break up there. Unfortunately, he was on the spot. He's only got left to prevent the first down.
4th down. Here's Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Pats are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That's one way to get yourself out of a hole. They're backed up deep. And while this looked like a simple completion at first, he was able to create some space, and off he goes. Separation not just in the route, but after the catch, too.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
And Zappi to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Zappi throwing forward on 4th.
Over the middle to Smith.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Folk's kick is good.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Jamal Agnew. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is secured by the Patriots. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
A thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're doing.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
EA Sports, within the game.